It is incredible that human beings are constantly looking for ways to find excuses and not to become responsible. In a world that we are, when such situations like a pandemic is striking us, what are we doing? Our livelihoods or lives? Lives or livelihood? In a world we have created with our education, no one has ever given attention to a single individual life through their entire educational program. As a result, the whole world is economically driven, compulsively forced, reflectively pulling in different parts to try and do things in a way that it's going to find solutions to this very problem that we are all finding ourselves. No matter, the politicians will always say, be it the serving government or be it the opposition parties, they'll all find excuses for their own interests and also what people wants to hear. There are scientists, there are doctors, there are platforms that are set aside. We've already practiced this program of self-discipline through the lockdown. It is a neat time until individually we have a safe and fully understood platform that we go forward. At the present time, one is saying it's not too clear. Draw some clear guidelines, put it to table. Bring the scientists, specialists, psychologists. Psychologists need to understand the environment. Have they studied about environment? Has the psychologists, behavioral professors, all what we have today out there is PhD stuff. So when it's spoken out in the public domain for the population to adhere to and follow, it cannot be understood by anybody. And this is what the politics, this is what the religions, this is what the money does. All of the time, confusing a simple human practicalities have been confused through intellectual and PhD stuff. This can only serve the interest of individuals who are staying indoors, not having to worry about their empty stomachs, not having to worry about their livelihood, their children. These people are just academics. Academics is not what we want. We want practical measures in making practical and progressive and practical approaches to human problems that we all face today. For doing that, we need basic, simplified, clear, transparent, and much simpler form of explanation. By doing so, we will find ourselves in a better position that we always find in ourselves in all of the time. Every situation brings out a possibility. A challenge means that you have come out of that with much more enhanced and more strong than before. Instead of going in cycles, going around, finding all confusing and PhD stuff thrown at the public, is not going to find solutions to a common human problems. We'll have to be clear and accountable and transparent and simple. Every human being is looking to have a fully fledged life with the most pleasantness, without having to digest all this PhD theory stuff. Whatever we put out has to work for humanity, not for interest of one individual or a party or a group of individuals. It should work for every human being equally. And that's what you should be.